I was so disappointed. I was so embarrassed. I cried like a baby.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single.
I want something to say. I don't know if I should say, "Hey gems" or "Hello, my precious gems." What do you think?
Hey Gems. I think you can do all that things with Hey Gems.
Yeah. Me have been laughing now.
Hey gems.
No, so too high pitch.
Hi gems.
Too dead.
Hey gems.
No, too deep.
Hi gems.
Too rehearsed.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I know I apologized in my last video for being MIA, but honestly I don't know. I'm having some technological issues right now. Technology is not working in my favor right now, and that's why I have not uploaded a video. I'm trying my best to work with the situation until better comes, which is hopefully next month, so bear with me until then. But I will try my best to upload videos more often. I'll try my best to be a little bit more consistent given this new challenge I'm having. But nonetheless, we are here and we are ready to learn something. We're ready to hear a story. And today, the story that we'll be hearing is one from my very good friend, Aneska. If you are on my social media, then you would have seen her there. I post her several times. But yeah, she's here to share with us today another success story. She started her UE journey pretty rough. Her GPA in first semester was 1 point something. Today her GPA stands at 4.0 and she holds a Bachelor's of Science degree in economics. Ladies and gentlemen, mommies and daddies, boys and girls, my precious YouTube family, here is Aneska.
Hi guys.
Alright, so if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so right now. I'll give you 2 seconds to do that, and I'm just going to take a sip and give you some time. Okay, thank you for doing that. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment. I want you guys to be commenting while you're watching this video. Alright, so let's get into the video. Alright, so Aneska, my friend.
Hi, my friend. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. It is a pleasure. So tell us about your early years at high school. You know, most of us come to you with exceptional CSET and CAPE grades. And I'm pretty sure you were one of those. You are one of those.
I am one of those.
Yeah, so tell us about that.
So I got exceptional grades in CSET and CAPE. In high school, I was always in the top 10 or mostly in the top 5. I remember this time I came second in my class. I was always, you know, up there, and almost all of my teachers know me as someone who was on top of her game.
Bright girl.
Right.
But you came to UE and you were no longer that bright girl. Your GPA was disgusting. It was 1 point something.
Horrible. I've never experienced
grades like that before.
And the embarrassment that came with it.
Yeah.
So when I came here, before I came to UA, when everybody was like, oh, you're going to university and all of that, I was unsure of what I was coming here to do.
But you wanted to come nonetheless?
Nonetheless, I didn't want to stay home because staying home was just not it for me. I couldn't just stay home and not do nothing.
Yeah.
And so I came here, enrolled in science and technology, said I'm going to give microbiology a try because I was doing the sciences in high school. I'm like, okay, I'm smart, I can do this, because I came here and people were like, psychic rough and this and that. But me saying, cha, you know?
Probably they're just not doing what they're supposed to do. And I'm Aneska.
Right, I was getting good grades.
Yeah.
And I always have this thing. What if me did study? Look how I could have shut up the exam, because you know, you get like a A, but you say if you did study, you get like an A plus or so. that's the mindset I came here with.
So you came here as a person who bright and I need to study for pass.
Right.
You got this.
Right.
But somewhere along the line, you obviously didn't have it.
I didn't have it because I was living on hall as well. So I had some freedom. You know, when you were home, you're like, oh, you have to go home before so and so. I was living on my own. So I feel like me a big woman.
Yeah, push your own door.
Right. With key, I was so excited when I got that key.
Oh my god. Same.
So yeah, I came here, you know, on hall, you have all these sporting activities. I'm a lover of sports. I love everything sporty and I'm very competitive. So I was always taking part both for my hall and my blocks. You know, that was double work and I was doing practically everything. You remember? Everything.
Then outside of that, so you were doing sporting activities on hall and you were also
doing sporting on the block and I was mentoring and I went out.
Yes, that's what I wanted you to say because I know that.
Right.
So you were doing road.
Doing road, yeah. You know, student union and them like, what do you call it again? Integration. That's for home.
And the wet fet and the big tree lime.
Right, and everything was cheap or affordable, you know?
Yeah,
so
you could go.
And it was right there. And then living on hall, you have friends or you have people on hall who are going to say, oh, we go down there, so and you're like, oh, may I come and you know, some things you just know and miss because I also like the fact that when I was in a new space, a new place, new people, I'm from St. Elizabeth, you know, you weren't used to some of those things, right? So I wanted to meet people as well.
So you felt like you overdid that?
I overdid that, maybe.
And then that resulted in?
My failure, because I was, even though I was doing all of that, I was the bare minimum with my schoolwork.
So your priorities weren't together.
Right, and then I got lost on the way of how to study because
you thought you had it.
I had it. I thought I had it right, and then I was trying to study how people around me were studying, doing all-nighters, and so that's something that doesn't work for me. And I was trying that, and I was always like at study room or at somewhere with a group, and I along the way or along that study session I would get distracted.
Yeah. So that didn't work for you.
Didn't work for me.
So
that was another issue.
When you saw that 1 point something GPA, how did that make you feel?
I was so disappointed. I was so embarrassed. I cried like a baby.
Oh God, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. No, don't cry.
Nothing is wrong with
Who you shared that with? Who did you share your failure with?
My sister.
The only person?
The only person I told was my sister, and I have a lot of sisters, so one sister.
So you did not tell mommy?
Didn't tell mommy, I didn't tell my
But she's watching this video now.
Me nervous.
Mommy, I apologize, mommy, no you know.
Why didn't you tell her though?
I didn't tell her because I was embarrassed and I was very disappointed in myself, and I know that even though she would probably be disappointed, she wouldn't
give up on you.
Give up on mommy is not that type of person. Mommy is always there motivating me, and she knew that she didn't really need to motivate me either because I was always in charge. I always took charge of my work.
Yeah.
You know, that was my
so she thought, and she didn't ask. Did she ask about your grades?
She didn't.
Because probably she expected that you were doing well because you're Aneska.
Right, and I would tell her, you know, but didn't tell her.
So didn't you do some kind of introspection when you saw that grade?
It took a while because after that I was like, okay, microbiology isn't working out. I don't like the sciences no more. I'm not interested. I'm like, what am I going to do? And I thought about doing geography because a girl in my block, she did the same transition and she was doing geo and so on. I'm like, okay, let me try this. That was a bore. Didn't want to do that either. I got better grades, but not better grades. So the GPA was like above 2 but less than 2.5.
Okay, so technically you were still failing-ish.
Right. That's a failure to me.
Yeah, definitely. Failure to me as well. Didn't want to make it feel too bad.
No.
Alright, so when did the grades started getting better?
So I thought about transferring from science and technology to social sciences, and I'm like, what am I going to do at SoSci? So I don't remember who I got in contact with, and they were doing econ because I was going to do statistics initially, and they were doing econ, and then I tried econ and I fell in love because with econ I could do courses with numbers, and I'm a lover of numbers. I love math, and I was just doing that, and it was like a breath of fresh air.
Because you're doing something you love.
I love, and I was comfortable, and I was getting good grades, and you know when your mid-semester come, and I remember for the maths course, I got a full 100 on that MCQ mid-semester, a full 100, and you know when you see them little improvement, well, it's a big improvement.
Definitely a big one.
So that's such a great feeling, and I was just doing my thing, and then at the end of that semester, that was second semester, that's when the transfer almost went through, and I sent my grades into TIE.
By the way, TIE is a friend group that we have. So we've been friends since first year. So that's myself, Aneska, Aika, Janine, Peter Gay, and Abigail. So 6 of us, we make up that group. We've been very close since then. We still are very close right now. We are all degreed and doing the damn thing.
Right.
Like our support system. So that's what she's saying. So she sent a screenshot of her grades in that group. Mind you, we did not know about the failure. Continue.
Right. And they were like, oh man, you know, the excitement, my friends, extra, but I love it. And Kem was the first person to say, you know, see me at the Dean's List, and I was like, because my GPA was 3.72.
And the Dean's List is 3.6 and above.
Right. And I didn't even...
She didn't even know what that was.
Right. It wasn't something that I was even thinking about. I was just doing my
Oh,
work.
got you.
Right, because I love the math and the, the numbers and econ. So I was just doing it, and to see my GPA from a 2 point little bit to a 3.72, it was the best. It was one of the greatest feelings.
Yeah. Who would you say, who are the people who contributed to that growth, who helped you along the journey, or who supported you?
My friends, of course, my family, mommy. I have my sisters, they were always there, and I have my sister that helps with school financially, my uncle as well. He's a scholar, so he loves when you
do well.
Right. So after I started doing so great, he would like send me a little, you know, like you deserve this, and you treat yourself, and he's very proud. So,
I love that.
Yeah. So that was an incentive for me.
A motivation.
Right.
My question to you now is, one of the biggest challenges most students have is financial challenge. You were failing, so it means you'd have to pay to redo some courses. Right. How was that for you?
So with my case, I didn't need to pay to redo courses, because after I failed those courses, I was like, all right, this is not working out. I switched.
Oh, so you okay?
Right, but still the money was still an issue, because
you had to pay for extra summers and semesters.
Right, and then mommy is not making that much for you know, and it's only mommy and my siblings who can support me, and my uncle, my grandparents too. So I took student loan, and after I had to do an extra year because of the switch, the transfer. So I applied for the PA. They have this PA scholarship of $100,000. Right? So I got that twice. That helped. My grandparents helped, and yeah, that's about it.
Recently, you had a case where you could not see your grades. You had financial holes. You owed the university over $100,000.
Right.
Tell us what happened with that.
So this happened recently as well because
Friday.
The night before, I was like, first let me chat back a bit. I was working for a short period of time and I earned some money. I was like, I'm going to put this together, and mommy contributed as well, my uncle again, my sister, all of them. So we got, because it was more than 115, so we cut it down to that. So I got this money and I was like, alright, let me check my account again just to see if it's still 115,000 something. And because you know, you with late fine and all that.
So we're checking to see if late fine had been applied.
Right, if it was more or if I miscalculated, because the money was on two different parts, on the summer school and the hall fee. So I went on it, I saw minus 80,000 and I'm like,
the university owes you.
Yeah, how you if you owe me? And then I say, oh, this would have upon my half fee, because I owe the half fee 80 something. And so I scrolled down to the bottom of the thing and I was like, a gratitude fund or a grant or something.
That you did not apply for.
I did not apply for, and I cried the night before not knowing how I was going to pay them all of that money. So when I saw it, I had to talk to my people and say, this real, because this can't real. And so, you know what, let me check my SAS, because on SAS, you know,
once
once the grade's clear, once the finance part is cleared, you can see your records. So me go through and say, oh, transcript, degree, I remember sending you the message and say, if this is not God, then who is it?
Yeah.
And I was, it was one of the best feelings, because things have not been going so great for me. So it was such a relief.
And if this is any lesson, it's one that says, trust God, you know, trust God that He's working in your favor, and just tell Him what you want and trust and hope and believe that He's going to work things out for you.
Exactly, because remember I just got laid off because of the pandemic and I was going to save a lot of money to pay you. So
now, even though you're out of a job, you don't owe the university.
I don't owe the university.
I think that is something to be
Such
very,
a
very grateful for. Yeah. What advice do you have to give to first years now? They may be struggling, they may be, or second years who had a bad first year. What advice do you have to give to them?
If you don't figure out what you're going to do in your first year, at least try to figure that out in your second year, because that was my issue. I never knew what I wanted to come here to do. I just wanted to come here. Sometimes it is good to wait, but sometimes it is also good to jump head on and learn from those lessons. Because if I didn't come, I would know that, oh, I can do econ, or I would love econ, you know. So everything was just
working together properly.
Right. So always prioritize, guys. Always put yourself and your work first, because that is why you're here, and have fun.
Yeah, have fun, but
always,
not to the point where you're going to get lost.
Right.
3 words to describe the Aneska then. The Aneska during the 1 point something GPA. The Aneska during that failure phase.
Alright, the Aneska during that failure phase was unfocused, free, a little too free for me. Yeah. And immature.
And the Aneska now with the BSc Economics.
That Aneska now is super ambitious. Still very, very competitive, but I still really love that about me, because it makes me want to win. And I love winning, and you should too.
Are you always motivated? Like after your failure phase and you are now back to the focused Aneska, during that period, were you always motivated?
I was never always motivated. And I remember the semester before, that was what, first semester, my 4th year. I lost my way a bit, because I was going back to I was a bit lazy that semester, and I remember this thing with this course, I didn't read the course outline. Guys, please always read the course outline. And I almost failed one of them assignments. So after that, I said I want to meet the Deezels again. I have to. And I remember even sending the text to my cousin, and I started. I was like, Abby, I'm going to meet the Deezels again. I just feel like it's going to be a good year.
And even though COVID is here, it actually was a good year.
It was a good year.
Well, it still is, because the year is not yet out. I just want to say publicly how very, very proud I am of you. I tell you this all the time. I'm super proud of you. I am proud of the young lady that you have become and still becoming. And I'm excited to be here with you on this journey to witness it all. We should probably cheers.
Right, cheers.
There we go.
For the third word, for the Aneska now, thankful.
Thankful. I love that, because, you know, coffee said it best. Gratitude is a must. Let me just say thank you again for watching this video. Thank you for taking the time out to sit and listen to us. You can follow Aneska on Instagram at
Aneska Ibanks.
And you know my Instagram is chem.gem. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And just to reiterate a little bit, it doesn't matter how slow you go, as long as you don't stop. And baby steps still move you forward. Don't give up. You may be having a not so good first year, or you may have had a bad first year. You are still on the journey. It's never over until it's over. Do not give up. Keep working hard. Stay focused. And remember why you are here. Again, this is my very good friend Aneska Ibang. Started out with a 1 point something GPA, and she ended her final semester with a 4.0 GPA. Her cumulative GPA is 3.51, and that's an upper second class honors. This is somebody who is leaving from a 1 point something.
I'm having gooses.
Yeah. We have been laughing, you know.
You can do it too. It just goes to show that it's not impossible. You'll be getting another video very soon. You can let me know in the comments too if there is any video you want to see me do. Just let me know there as well, and let me know if you have had any experience like Aneska's, and what advice do you have to give to people who are currently going through that failure phase, and people who are probably doing well. They started strong, but what advice do you have to give to them to stay focused and keep doing very good? Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Bye guys, and remember, bad days don't last.
Strong people do.
Right.